Hello, everybody. Well, here we are again. We got the 125 sitting on the table. She's working. We got some riggery that we have done, and I was going to show that to y'all. This is a 1010 carburetor. I drilled a hole in the top of the carburetor where it's supposed to be and drove the barb fitting in there. This is the fitting out of the Tillotson carburetor so that the fuel line would hook up. Now, if it would show, hold on, I'm trying. I drilled a new hole right there so the throttle linkage would hook up, and I had to weld a piece on here so that the choke would work. Had to drill this, put it in, weld this piece on to make it a little longer and change the clock. And this is the original bolt hole, and this is our original throttle linkage hole, and this is the new throttle linkage hole. And I had to cut a piece off right here so that the linkage would clear it. But this is a large bore 1010 carburetor, 610 carburetor, this, that, and the other. This bore, this carburetor, the Ventura bore on this carburetor is larger than the carburetor that was on this saw. So before anybody goes in the comments and says, you can't put a 1010 carburetor on there, it's too little. This carburetor is larger than the carburetor that came off this saw originally. Me and Brian Gray looked it up in the spec book, and the Ventura on this one is 750 thousandths. The carburetor that was on this saw was 648 thousandths. So this carburetor is 100 thousandths bigger than the carburetor that was on it, and this is for a 1010. So if any of y'all think that's weird, it is. But it works. And it's two jets instead of just one. So, I got something else to show you too. Y'all, we got Ellis here with us today too. So if y'all hear him in the background, he's sitting right here. He come over and hang out with me every once in a while. Y'all know, y'all done met Uncle Dave. He come over and hang out with us. I didn't show everybody building this coil, so I want to show you the coil now because I got to take it back off and do a little work on it because we just super glued it on there. And, well, I know and y'all know and everybody else knows super glue ain't going to hold it on there, so I'm taking it back off now to re-glue it because it actually come loose, and we're going to put it on there with some good glue. But we wanted to I just wanted to stick it on there to make sure it would stay enough that I could run it to see if it would run, and it seems to run. Now, what y'all think about this? Yeah, I know. Everybody's going to say, oh, that's an 850 coil or whatever, been converted. No, it's not. This is a 700 Pro Mac coil, and this is the metal piece out of the 125 coil. If I can get it out, I'll show it to you. I got the glue in there good enough to hold it together, I reckon. I don't want to beat on this one though. Oh, my flashlight's on my pocket. Come on out of there. All right, I had a bad coil for a 125. This is the laminations for it. You see right there, I actually cut this out deeper. I cut about 1/8 of an inch, or maybe just a little over 1/8 of an inch out. This is a 700 Pro Mac coil. And it runs good. And it bolts right on. Now, I don't recommend busting up a good coil to make one. You can if you want to. But I'm going to keep my good coils And this coil was actually bad. We tried it three different times. And it has no fire. Had no fire. But with this 700 on it, it's right smart. It works just fine. And it runs real good with it on there. Y'all heard it. We're going to clean it up just a little bit more. And I had to tear it back apart this morning anyway. Carburetor needle seat's leaking a little bit. And it had that little bop, 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 bop up on the top end every once in a while that I didn't like. So I'm actually gonna turn the what am I trying to say? I'm gonna pull the flywheel back off and I'm gonna put the stock key back in because I got an advanced key in it now, and I think the timing is a little bit higher than what it actually needs to be. So I'm gonna back her back down just a wee bit to see if that won't take care of the bop 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 part. But we gotta put a couple of screws in. I've had a few screws vibrate out. I don't know how they vibrated out, but they did. They won't when I put it back in there this time, because I'm gonna put some Loctite on it. Y'all just have to bear with me until I find what I'm looking for. Now I've lost my little razor knives. They're all laying around here somewhere. We have been busy cleaning and moving stuff and trying to get everything straightened up and then working on top of these. I've got to get back to working on some other stuff, because y'all know we got tons of saws to be fixed. Tons and tons and tons. And I got more stuff getting dropped off all the time. I'm trying to make these videos y'all won't see, because I like it when y'all come and watch them. Makes everything real nice. I know y'all like to see it. We like to share it. Looks like my hair's been wet this morning, but it ain't. Can't get the silicone to let me have any. Now I'll get some. This stuff right here works pretty good for sealing your coils up. I'm going to put a little on there to glue the coil back on. I know. It's going to be messy, but this coil's got a few places in it that I'm not real happy with, so we're just going to cover over them with a little bit of this stuff right here to see if we can't seal that up. It's got a few cracks in it. And we're going to put her back together. We're going to put her back together and put a little stuff on it. And I'm going to bend one of them tabs over so that she won't come off no more. And hopefully everything goes like it's supposed to. Always a lot of fun playing with the coil, because they always don't want to work the way you want them to when you're building coils. But what would we say? Persistence pays off. Is that right, Els?
Oh yeah. Always.
If you're persistent in anything, you'll get her done. But persistence is something that you have to have if you want to get anything done. It's just the way I feel about it. If you always stop what you're doing, you never accomplish anything. Like me trying to work today. I ain't hardly accomplished nothing, but y'all did get to see the 550 video. We finally accomplished that. I'm telling you, that was one more of a pain in the hind end. That thing fought me every which way it was. I told it, I said, don't you want a nice another carburetor on? It wanted to fight with me and go on. We finally got it situated. After we got her situated, she was real happy. It runs good. I gotta let my dog in. You wanna go in, dog? Come on. Come on.
Good girl.
Come on. Go on up the steps. Her ears are swollen up and I ain't had the chance to take care of it. A lot of times she'll bust it on her own. Her ears swell up for some reason. I don't know why. I got 2 dogs that has trouble with that. And I don't understand why they're the only ones that have trouble with it. But they are. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I don't know whether any of y'all ever do this or not, but you can take one of them tabs. I might even take 2 of them. You can bend them things over. Once you bend them over, the coil doesn't come apart anymore. But getting in between 2 of them sometimes is the real fun part. You know whether y'all can see that or not. See how the tabs is bent? Just bend them out like that. Coil don't come apart no more. I got sealer all over everything there. Trying to seal that coil up. But that's that there. I'm trying to do this quick because I got several things I want to do to it. And I want to show it all to you. And I want to stay. I am going to take the ignition module back out of it because we do not need it for this one anymore. And I need the nut to go back on one of the pull start bolts because they fell out. I don't know why it fell out, but it did. I ain't asking questions, I'm just coming up with solutions. But we're going to take this ignition module back out of here because we got other sides that could run it. So now we got electronic ignition on this thing. It looks like an original OEM ignition system. And I hope that's the same thread as the side cover bolt because I need that nut. It probably ain't. It ain't. It is not. It is not. Oh well. We'll get one in a minute. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Now, it's like everything else, I seem to have lost almost everything on the table throughout the cleaning process. We have just been in a mess. We have been in one more of a mess. Getting all this stuff straightened out. It's been one thing right after the other. Yeah, that little impact wrench is one of my favorite things. We've got this rascal dirty. Uh-oh, we done put stuff up. We done put up so much stuff I don't even know where it's at anymore.
Okay.
I'm hoping we put it back where it belongs. Yeah. Got a little gas showing up down there.